Live from Dodger Stadium, opening day baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers.
And now,
the crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. So, almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Blake Snell. What do you have on him, Chris?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Ready to go now? Here's the Angels catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. And that misses. And we're off and running in a brand new season. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
One strike.
Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
1 out, bases empty. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And he went, says Larry Bullard. 1 down, bases empty. And that's in the dirt. And the count 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Swinging a foul straight back. 2 outs, bases empty. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Freeman grabs it on the run. And the Angels are gone in order. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it, no score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And getting the start for the Angels, Yusei Kikuchi. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Huge sigh of relief, I'm sure.
And here's the opening day lineup for the reigning World Series champion Dodgers. What a run of success it's been in L.A., Chris.
Yeah, 12 straight years in the postseason, Boog, for a franchise that had previously never been in the postseason, even 3 years in a row. And they've won the NL West 11 of those 12 years. At this point, the expectation for the Dodgers is the same every year. A World Series title.
Betts jumps out of the way of the first pitch. To the right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing. Here comes the 2024 World Series MVP to the plate. Freddie Freeman was good all postseason, but man, the World Series was something else.
Yeah, probably the easiest MVP choice of any World Series, which is especially impressive with the amount of superstars on the Dodgers. Freeman tied a World Series record with 12 RBIs, and we'll never forget that walk-off grand slam in Game 1.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Line drive. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
And now Teoscar Hernandez.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Brings it in, and that ends the inning. So the Dodgers leave one scoreless after 1. New inning getting started. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
And that is out of play. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. That misses. Now 1-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
And there's a hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. You often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Jorge Soler stands in now and watches strike 1.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some, Boog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with. But they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there. And really, they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. Down the line. And a foul ball.
Blake Snell on the mound today, and everyone knows he's got a great shoe collection, but his trophy cabinet's pretty full as well. He's won multiple Cy Young awards, one in the American League with the Rays and another in the National League with the Padres.
Ball.
In the dirt. Stays alive.
He's mixing his pitches really well, late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Snellzilla picks up the strikeout.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
So up next, Ryan Noda trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. And a swing and a miss.
Just a bit tardy
Oh,
there.
one,
Not
look
sure
out.
if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
And that's
Nope.
off
That's
the inside edge. And that's ball one. And he chases that one below the zone.
One ball.
Two gone,
Two
but the
strikes.
go-ahead run is at first here on opening day. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That's ball two.
Fans another, and that's three straight strikeouts. Angels leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in
Leading
L.A.,
off for
bottom
the
of the inning.
Dodgers,
Stepping in,
third
the long ball
baseman,
threat, Max
Max
Muncy.
Muncy.
He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Kikuchi back to work.
Ball.
And that's
out.
outside. Swinging a foul out of play. In the air, right field. Soler gets under it. And out number one on the grab.
Batting six, catcher Will Smith.
Will Smith to the plate.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Hit hard on the ground is short. And they get the out on Smith.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to
Batting
get through these
seventh,
first two innings
center
with under
fielder,
20
Tommy
pitches. That could set him up to go
Edman.
deep into this game.
And here comes Tommy Edman. That one fouled off. No score here in the second. That one blasted deep to right. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
So runner at second, two down. Miguel Rojas at the plate. Out towards right center. That's well struck. This one looks like trouble. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So two down. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Enrique Hernandez. Good power, not great in the OBP department. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Dodgers with a run-scoring double. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. And we're back
Leading
onto
off
the
for
third
the
inning.
Angels,
And
second
stepping in
baseman, Kyron
is the speedy
Paris.
Kyron Paris. Looking for his first big league hit right here. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game.
1-1.
And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Foul ball still a 1-2 count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Smith gathers, throws, and he beats it with room to spare. Chucky Robinson, the next to hit for the Angels. And that one is downstairs, and that's ball one.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
And now we count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
One ball.
Harris gets his lead at first with nobody out. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
On the ground, right side. Down the line, and it's foul. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
So here's Darno with 1 out. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Darno will handle the catching duties in this one. 36 years old. He joined the team as a free agent.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That's down and in. Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next one misses, and a full count now. Grounder might be 2. There's 1. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. Offense held in check there. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Angels nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine as we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's Shohei Ohtani. And there's a base hit to the left. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
That's hard hit on the line. Makes the grab, 1 away. Here comes Freddie Freeman
Now
up to hit.
batting,
He's
number
0 for
5.
1. Late on that fastball.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Into the outfield, base hit. Ohtani around second, headed for 3rd. Throw comes into 3rd, and they're at the corners with only 1 out.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. There's a swing and a drive. 1 run is in, and it's off the wall. Here comes Freddie around 3rd. Relay throw home, but it's offline. And they lead by 3.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you can beat a center fielder like that, you know you hit it well.
Muncy batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Soler sizes this one up, brings it in. 2 away now. The relay to third, and he gets to third safely, moving up on the fly out, and there are 2 gone. And up to the plate is Will Smith. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Line to left. Ward snags it, and that will end the inning. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back for more of the Freeway Series as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's a big power threat. Mike Trout. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. You know, these Angels just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand. 2 strikes, many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer, and a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
The batter now, Kevin Newman. First time up was a pop out. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
He swings and fouls one off. The Dodgers leading by 3 here on opening day.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss, struck him out on a heater.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Ward stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Swings through that.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th, Tommy Edman at the plate. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle, and the leadoff man aboard.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night,
Miguel
and just a triple and
Rojas.
home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Yeah, the batter now, Miguel Rojas. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Trout hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman.
Here's Kike Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. In the air out towards right center. Soler sizing this one up. Snags it for the second out. Back to the top of the lineup. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Step off, throw to first. 1 for 2. There goes the runner. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Newman to first in time. And they get Ohtani for the out. And that is that. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. We played 4. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Angels nothing. Back here in L.A., top 5, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Jorge Soler. Snell back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Angels just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Next offering misses down and away.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches.
Rengifo, the next to hit, takes ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Smith hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan Noda.
And here is Ryan Noda.
And there's one thing on his mind this at-bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering down in the dirt. Left-hand batter waits. And a foul ball.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
2 outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a swing and a miss down on strikes. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day. Angels go quietly there. They trail in this one 3-0. Back for more of the Freeway Series. Now the number 2 hitter, Mookie Betts. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Here is Freddie Freeman. Late on that fastball.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And that is ball 1. Gets a piece and stays alive. Freeman hits it in the air. Hit. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Back for more of the Freeway Series.
Second baseman,
now at the plate, Kyron Paris. Just missed. We haven't seen a break in the weather. And the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Chucky Robinson getting ready. There comes a skipper out of the
pitching for the Dodgers. Number 51, Alex Vesia.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Robinson, 30 years old now, and he's usually a catcher. Today he gets off his legs a bit. He's the DH. One down, base is empty.
Well, I really like when a guy gets a break like that. He still gets to stay involved in the game. Instead of starting behind the dish, gets to hit, gets to rest a little bit, gets to watch the game from a different perspective.
Next pitch in for a strike, and the count is 2-2. To third, Muncy. Throws across the diamond. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. So the lineup flips over, and here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. First pitch, and he just misses. The Dodgers leading by 3 here on opening day. In there at the knees.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So they make short work of them there. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Angels nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Jack
Now
Kachanowicz.
pitching for the
Just trying to
Angels,
keep this one close here,
number
and this is
41.
where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game. You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
That one ripped. This one could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he
Nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
runner in scoring position, no outs. The batter now will be Will Smith. That
That's 1-0.
misses. 1-0. Out to short, Newman. Whips it to first. And they get the out on Smith.
now batting, center fielder, Tommy Edman.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Muncy on his horse around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they lead by 4.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Shortstop, Miguel
One down.
Rojas.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Miguel Rojas. And that's hammered into right field, and that's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Back-to-back singles, challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Cut on and lifted in the air. Trout on his horse, but it's just out of reach. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. And the lead is up to 5.
That's 3 singles in a row.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
2 on, 1 out. To the right side. Takes it to the bag. That's 1. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Angels nothing. Top of inning
Leading
number
off for
7,
the
and
Angels,
now batting
center fielder,
Mike Trout.
Mike Trout.
He's running down the line.
Next to hit, Kevin Newman. And first offering, his breaking ball drops in for a strike.
If you're going to get something going. This is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
On the ground, right side. And that squirts through. And out to a board. Now jump back. 1. Second. Out of strike 1. Swings through that one.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Out towards right center field. Dives, and it gets by. And they're happy out. Makes the catch. Runners tagging from second and third.
Done.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Alex Vesia.
Pitching for the
New
Dodgers.
pitcher coming on, the veteran,
Number
Kirby
38.
Yates.
And he's got a
Kirby
nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Rengifo now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. That misses the zone, and 1-1. Yates, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit.
1 strike.
2 on, 1 out.
Yeah.
Squirts away a little bit.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ward up to second, runner at third, hold, so both runners are now in scoring position.
With 2 on and 1 out, you're just hoping you can get a double play ball to get yourself out of the inning. But now you've really got some work to do. Need a big strikeout here.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Just beautiful placement of the splitter right there. Exactly where you want it with 2 strikes to get that swing and miss. And he's worked very hard to be able to command that pitch. It's a tough pitch to get a grip on, but he's one of the best at throwing it where he wants to.
Second and third, 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And that's down and away. Kyron Paris waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Angels 1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, here's Betts.
Right fielder, Mookie Betts.
On the ground, Newman. And Betts is set down.
Good sinker low in the zone right there, and
Now
produced
batting,
exactly what he was
5.
looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it falls. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only 1 away.
Now batting.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jack Kachanowicz gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
So
Angels.
the Angels turn to their bullpen
Number
for a new
44.
pitcher, and Joyce.
Ben
He
Joyce.
has a great slider with tons of movement. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile.
0-1.
Strike 1. Fought off foul. On the ground, could be 2. They get the out on Muncy.
Now batting, the catcher, Will Smith.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Will Smith.
And this is a big opportunity.
Up next,
So bases
for
all
the
loaded up.
Dodgers,
Edman
center
will hit
fielder,
next.
Tommy
3 for 3 with 2
Edman.
singles and a double. Towards first. Noda takes it to the bag. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. All set for the start of the inning.
Leading off
Here's the
for
second
Angels,
baseman,
second baseman, Kyron Paris.
Yates back to work. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1's the count.
And it's caught for the out. Chucky Robinson, the next to hit for the Angels. 0 for 2 in this one. That's to third. Fires to first in time.
Now batting catcher Travis d'Arnaud.
Here comes Travis d'Arnaud. There's a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. High fly ball out to center field. Edman. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And we're back. And now the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Shortstop.
You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond. And this guy is at the top of the list. And right back to the mound. On to first. One up, one down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter. Fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Here's a tapper towards short. Newman to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting designated hitter Shohei Ohtani.
2 outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. And you can touch them all, baseball man. His second of the year, and they add one. It's 6-1. It wasn't, so let's get a better view of it with StatCast singing.
Well, it can't stay in the air for long when it's going 117. Out of here was just beautiful, something to behold. But all you really needed was the sound off the bat. Did you hear that, Boog? Man, that thing was going to go a long ways.
Here's Mookie to hit. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His first homer of the year, and they add on. It's 7-1.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? Back-to-back jacks, and this club is firing. This is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. And Joyce to this break. New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Reed Detmers.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move
Number
right
48.
here, so we'll see how it works out.
Reed Detmers.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Trout ranges back. This one's going to carry, and it's gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 8-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him. And he got another shot at it.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. First
Ball.
pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Right side. Soler brings it in for the third out. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Angels 1. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
All of star players in MLB. Or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated. Early 2000s Yankees Red Sox, probably the best baseball rivalry that we've seen.
Yeah, and I would say, you know, that kind of simmered down and some other ones started to rise up a little bit. And the great state of Texas, the Astros and the Rangers became a really good rivalry.
Yeah, no doubt.
Ball, that's out.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager.
And I think Dave Roberts. So they turn to their closer, Tanner Scott.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Strike two.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Now only one out remaining.
Now batting, left fielder.
And next for the Angels, Taylor Ward. Ball one there. Scott, 30 years old now, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2014. And that's in for a strike. And it's 1-1.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Missed with a changeup. 2-2. One strike away. That's down and in. A slider missed. Draws the walk there.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Soler at the plate now. That's ball one. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one. Ward leads off first with 2 down to the inning. They're down to their final strike.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to
swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Clearly the bats came to play today, and the pitching and defense as well. We saw some outstanding plays. Great performances all the way around. Just 1 run allowed. They never gave the other side a chance.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.